People of God, by next day it will be 7 years ago that I stumbled on what was going to change my life. And I said to my wife, it was only one burning passion in my heart. I said, I don't like the way people are afraid. This COVID will not kill anybody. This COVID will not kill anybody. I don't like the way. And I said to my wife, let us go. Let's go and encourage people. I wasn't encouraging the world. I wanted to encourage my church members. Because I had called 2 of my people, inclusive of Professor Egesi that is here. I called 3 of them. And then I said, listen guys, no matter what they're saying about COVID, I need you guys to be in church. Let us find a way to. He said, sir. They say if we meet other people, we will get it. They say because everybody was confused about what do we do next. And I don't blame anybody. I called the first person, I called the second person, and is that how we are going to close church? Nothing is going to happen again. And that was where, and I said no. I said, even if, of course, the other ones were my back office staff. Pastor Roma was in the back office, my back office staff, George was in the back office, and the other guys I said, listen guys, we're going to be doing this every morning. We will come out very early in the morning before the COVID people start catching people. Oh yes, one day, George and Pastor Roma were coming, they caught them. But then we had started NSPPD and the momentum was building. They caught them and put them inside the cell. Yes, they put them inside the cell. That's how we started making call on how they will be released. Just like 5 minutes to 7, they released them. So if you were watching NSPPD that time, they released the people 5 minutes to 7. That's how we got on again. I think we started a bit late that day, and then we started, and this is the journey of what made. And because we could not tidy up every day, we slept in church many days we slept in, because you can't go home. Pastor Bethel was even there. So there are too many. I'm not telling you stories that I know that we will sleep in church because we have to do NSPPD next day. Operation Find Where to Bath. So, and then you come, and then we did it. And today, it didn't come easy. So the question is, what was exactly pushing you? What was exactly pushing you? What did you see? What was in the mix of all of these things? So that's why I use the word I stumbled on it and all that. I stumbled on it. In fact, if you have been on NSPPD from the word go, when COVID was over, I made an announcement on NSPPD and I said, should we stop or should we move the time? Who remembers that? And if you have been there, I was asking, when do we move the time? Should we? Because in my heart I was thinking of, let's stop this thing. COVID is over. This came for COVID, but that it didn't come for COVID. It came for such a time as this. And then you sit back and you wonder what the Lord has done. The blind eyes, the cancers, the impossible situations, the irreversible conditions. We are looking and we're celebrating from one thing to another thing. Didn't come today's service. You see, what I came here is with a heart of gratitude. Like this woman with the alabaster box of oil. And Jesus said, you invited me to your house. I honored you. I came into your house, but you did not do anything. There are people that Jesus visited their home that took Jesus for granted. But there are still some people here who say, Lord, I have not experienced that visitation. But then again, if you are in somebody's house, I will bless you for being in their house. I will begin to thank you. You have not yet come to my own house, but for being the woman with the alabaster box, she didn't come to her house. Jesus didn't even ask her, where is your house? But because she found Jesus in somebody's house, she went to somebody's house and broke the alabaster box. In somebody's house, they called her a prostitute. In somebody's house, they were gossiping about her and say, if only Jesus knew who this woman is, she would not even touch him. He would not even come close to him and all that. And Jesus was not bothered. All that Jesus said, you don't know her. You don't know this woman. I've been here. What did you do for me? So, saints of God, don't tell me about that Thanksgiving where you came with nothing. Don't tell me about that Thanksgiving where you cannot pour out your soul. Don't tell me about that Thanksgiving when you have nothing to place on the altar. Saints of God, left for some people, you should have been dead now. Left for some people, some things will not line up in your life. But look at you. Look at you. How many battles did God fight for you? What did God save you from? You know, the ones you knew were the ones you knew. But what about the battles he stopped for you that you will never knew? You will never know. You will never imagine the battles that he helped you go through. And here you are, just worshiping, just thanking God because of the battles you never knew that God took you through. And then you are here looking at this God, and then how he's turned every single thing. Saints of God, but see, my heart is saying, God, even if you didn't do anything, you will still be God. I want you to know that Thanksgiving is a multiplier. Saints of God, nothing shows your love for God like Thanksgiving. Jesus will regard the Thanksgiving, what this woman did, in appreciation to him, and say, he that loveth much. Thanksgiving is a measure of your love. Yes. Stop saying I love God when it can be shown in your Thanksgiving. So, saints of God, when you thank the Lord, is a measure. Saints of God, let me remind you that your Thanksgiving is a weapon against the enemy. I want to say it again, that your Thanksgiving is an understanding, an illumination of the God you serve. So, saints of God, when we thank the Lord in the midst of the battle, we are making, in the midst of what you're going through, it's an understanding. Lord, I know whom I'm serving. It's an understanding. Remember, Thanksgiving is not because God has finished everything. It's not because God has finalized everything. It's not because everything has lined up. But Thanksgiving is you saying, God, you deserve everything. Saints of God, you have no idea. You come back and say, you know, that guy was coming towards me. I did my hand like this. You think you are the one that did it? All of a sudden, I was trying to match brake. You know, the brake was not catching. You know, I don't know what happened. The car just stopped. You didn't know that was God. Should I tell you that the driver that drove you yesterday was drunk? Should I tell you that the driver that I will not even, you know, this gives me goosebumps, but let me share it, right? And I hate to, and I mean, we had boarded a flight, you know, we're flown somewhere and we came back and all that, and then we got on that flight again, and you know, and we got on that same plane again and we're flying. So when we landed, you know, the pilot requested to see me, and then he shared with me and he said, Pastor Jerry, I want to share with you, you know, that I flew you, I was the pilot. I said, yes, I recognized you. He said, if you knew how depressed I was that day, I was not happy because of a few things. I wanted to end it all. No, he didn't say he wanted to end it with me. Inside they say, but at least he used the word, I wanted to end it all. So I thought, you know, let me just share with you what I was just saying Jesus. You know, there are people that should not say, I want to end it all, because we are not sure whether they will be alone when they want to end it. I don't know whether you're getting what I'm saying. What about the driver that drove you, that wanted to end it all? Because you don't know what you. So how has God kept you through in the midst of it all? How has God supported you? People of God, there are people that you are getting. I broke up with that guy. I broke up, pastor. He pains me. You know, that guy was just my dream guy. And then awkward dream called belong. That guy should never be physical. He should end up in the dream. And so sometimes when you thank God for the things that didn't work out, thank God for the things that didn't materialize, thank God for all of these things. He deserves all the glory. Am I communicating? And then you say, Pastor, I spent a lot of money on this, but it didn't work out. Bless the Lord. You have never stopped praying. The day I will be angry, and I will say the devil is if you stop praying. Every now and then you shout amen on NSPPD, you did. So if I shouted amen and this one didn't work out, God, let it pass. Somebody help me shout, say pass. So let that one just pass, because God is thinking about you. For we know that all things work together for good to them who love the Lord and to them who are the called according to his purpose. So I do not want you to come on immediate Thanksgiving and all you come again is God. Well, sir, Lord, I really want you to know I'm not really happy with where I am and all that. Sense of God, I want you to know he's thinking about you. God will work it out. I came to let you know, switch from complaining to thanksgiving. Say to God, you've never failed anyone that came to give thanks. I wish I had all the time to share what I had in my mind for the scripture. The blessedness of thanksgiving. That's what I wanted to share in this service. The blessedness of thanksgiving. But saints of God, I came to let you know that all you need to do is just to keep thanking God. It doesn't make sense, thank him. It makes sense, thank him. The things are lining up, thank him. Saints of God, but I want you to know, when the devil steals your joy, thanksgiving becomes mechanical. Thanksgiving is not a sound, it's a posture. So you can make a sound without a posture, yet it will cancel out and it will be no thanksgiving. So thanksgiving, before it becomes a sound and I'm screaming, so I could be here and do all the gymnastics that comes with praise and thanksgiving, but saints of God, my heart doesn't have that posture. It begins with my heart, my place of thanksgiving. That is where where I've chosen not to look at what it is that is not working, but I'm focusing on who he is. I always will say thanksgiving does not begin from what he has done. Thanksgiving begins from who he is. Can I say it again? Thanksgiving does not begin from what he has done, but it begins from who he is. For as long as you're focusing on I want to thank God because of what he's done. And I want you to know, as I tied you up, thanksgiving does not ignore human vessels. This woman with the alabaster box of oil could have just said, Lord, I'm grateful, and come to Jesus, say, Lord, I'm grateful. But sad, as this woman was coming with an alabaster box of oil and was coming to say thank you. Saints of God, as media has come, saints of God, don't form the habit. Don't make it a habit. Don't make it a habit of just saying even thank you to the people who have helped you. Stop saying thank you with mouth. You don't have to buy them the word. No, I'm not talking about you have to. No, anyone who God has used to help, you don't need to do too much. But saints of God, it might be something small, but that's your way of trying to say, I see, because we're living in a time where you don't reckon I don't know why my boss does not like me. Why your boss does not like you is that everybody in the office has a way. In case they've not told you, let me be the one to tell you. Let me tell you, in that ministry of something you are working in, everybody in the office has a way of coming back to say, Oga, sir, my husband went to Kenya and brought you coffee. The coffee he will never drink, they will give him coffee and all of that, and he feels like these people. But you, every time you have not brought cough, nothing, and you're always talking every time. Sir, I want to tell you, you are amazing. Sir, I want to tell you, you are the best thing that happened. And they are looking at you. Sir, I want you to know, when you are truly grateful, appreciate the people that God used. I don't know whether you're getting what I'm saying. Appreciate the people that God used. I don't know whether you know that people are tired of fickle love. They are tired of the kind of love you profess but has no supporting character. Of the kind of love that when you say, this is another, they are tired of that. And then you can't keep telling me, I'm grateful. You tell your wife, I'm grateful to have you in my life. I want to let you know you are the best thing that happened. When you finish that, when it drop or something. It drop or something. When you have finished thanking your wife, babe, you're the best thing that happened to me. When you finish, drop all money. Give her something. Buy something. Let the woman know that you are really appreciating you yourself. When you are telling your husband, I'm going to let you know you are the best thing that happened to me. Let me not hear you don't have, because you must have. Find a way. We must be, because you know what? This is the way it works. We end up taking the people who mean the most to us for granted and campaigning for attention from those who don't see us. We end up taking those who really love us for granted and then campaigning for attention from those who would never see you. Let me tell you, if anything happens to you now, who are those that will come for you? Who are those that will? These are those that should matter to you. Who has invested in your purpose? Who cares about it when you feel down? Who is ready for your future? Those are the things and those are the ones you've never taken time to appreciate. As far as you're concerned, you never because they are always there. Because they are always there, it doesn't matter to you. This is midday Thanksgiving. Call your mom. Call your dad if they are still alive. Call your brother. Call someone whose word. There are people that may not be close to you, but their words have affected you. Send them, reach out to them, people of God, and let them know you mean the world to me. I don't know whether you're getting what I'm saying. You mean the world to me. The person I spoke about at the beginning of the service, I don't talk to this person. I don't talk to this person as often. I just went to Lagos and they asked me, they are doing something, and all that, and they press. I had to go there. And today, sense of God, because there's appreciation, and they're saying, for all of this, Pastor, we're very grateful for this. And then you're sitting down here, you feel like if I open my mouth and just say, I'm grateful, I want to let you know, even as I'm talking to you now, I am replying you ain't no grateful. That ain't no gratitude. Because when you are really great, every part of the sense of God, we must be very great. I say it all the time. I said it in the last service. When people do something for you and they say, don't worry, why are you saying all of these things? Scam. Did you hear what I just said? Scam. If they say, tell them, sir, please let me finish. Madam, please let me finish. I want to let you know there's nobody like you. You are God's gift. When they want to say, sir, I've not finished. I want to, when they tell you, no, there's nothing. No, it's nothing. It's really nothing. It's really not. Uncle, where you are, it's nothing to you. But where I am, it is something. That is the heart of gratitude. I have never seen someone who is grateful to God and is not grateful to man. And do not form that habit where you are not, you must be grateful. The attitude is a heart of, is anyway here you see me, your pastor, I'm a great, till tomorrow I'll be great. Some people will get used to it and say, no, I'm on another level right now. You know who I am? I come for, no, and all that.